Good evening, gentlemen and scholars. This is your boy Fly here, and I'm pissed off right now. Do you want to know why I'm pissed off? This is like the millionth time I've done this on Audacity. I was just walked in on by my mother, and she started talking to me or something. And like I think it was probably 6 or 7 minutes into doing this commentary, and she interrupted it. It was rather unfortunate. And also, I had a duocom plan for today. We had some audio problems where it would only record like the first minute of his voice, and it took a shit on everything. So I'm kind of pissed off right now. Anyway, back to the point. What I wanted to talk about today with Meaningful Mondays, the Mondays that have meaning, is I originally thought about cannibalism. Then I went to Things I Regret in high school, and I think both of those ideas are ridiculously lame. So I'm going to talk about polar bears. So polar bears are native to. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually going to talk about polar bears. I'm going to talk about global warming. Kind of related, I know. So, what the dealio with global warming is, if you guys don't know already, is this. This general situation is that we have coal factories. They produce, coal factories, whatnot, factories that produce pollution. Cars produce pollution. This pollution is going up in the atmosphere, and it's bunching up and making the atmosphere really heavy. And now, when the sun's rays come in through the atmosphere, I'm doing visual work here. So the sun rays are going through the atmosphere, hitting the earth, warming up the earth. Some of these rays go back out, some stay in. Now, the situation we have going on right now is that with all this extra crap in the atmosphere, because that's essentially what it is, piece of shit. Less of it is going back out, and it's heating up our overall climate. Now, I have a different theory about this. If you guys have seen Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore, there we go. If you guys have not seen that, see it. It's a great movie, but he does have a few things wrong in it, at least in my opinion, and at least with what I've experienced. Now, the whole dealio with it being global warming, I think, like, his basis of it is the right idea, but honestly, it's going in a different direction. Now, why I say that is because I was outside today, and I don't know. I live in Canada. I eat maple syrup and bacon, and often at the same time. And I have a pet beaver, and I go to school on a polar bear. Enough of those stereotypes. I do, however, am a lumberjack, and I was outside today, and I swear to God, it is screw this global warming shit. It is bitch ass cold out, man. It is bitch ass cold. And when I say bitch ass cold, I mean like I was freezing to, like, you guys down in Florida with your snow. Yeah, get on my level, come up here. It's like minus 20 and it's almost April. It's ridiculous. Minus 20 Celsius, which is I think it's like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I said don't do. Okay. But honestly, it's balls ass cold, and global warming. Al Gore's theory behind it, anyway, was that we're supposed to get higher temperatures. Yeah, higher temperatures. Don't see it yet, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm a great sucker for hot weather. I love it, and yeah, sure, our summers have increased in temperatures, but our winters are getting ridiculously cold. The past couple of years have been insane. And then the past few years before that, where Al Gore is making most of his comments about our current global situation, was where it was kind of warming up during the winters. We'd have less snow, less precipitation, whatnot. And now it's going on the flip side, and it's going with the complete opposite, where actually it's starting to cool off more. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's freezing. How many times have I said that? Too many. I'm a very sensitive person to the cold. It's terrible, terrible. I know, some Canadian I am, right? Anyway, so my theory behind this, especially regarding this whole situation with the atmosphere heating up, cooling down, whatnot, is that the atmosphere, however, is the whole situation with that and the global warming thing does have some truth. Now it is going to heat up, and it's going to melt the ice caps around Antarctica and the Arctic. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it on YouTube. Well, on YouTube, you can probably get it on Google. You can probably check it on YouTube too. What am I saying? And you guys can see it. Like, they have glaciers that have reduced to absolute nothing, and they were massive. And essentially, where all this water is going right into the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean or the Arctic Ocean or any ocean really. And like glaciers and various mountain streams and whatnot are being basically flooded with this extra water source. And due to this, we're having some very, very serious problems, because the more water that's getting pumped into the oceans, it's going to affect the there's this I think it's called the Mid-Atlantic Stream. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Why do I keep saying that? You guys can't correct me. You're watching a video. Jesus. But it's a North Atlantic Current, which runs up from about where Quebec is up to Greenland and sort of comes back around on Europe. And what's happening is that all this runoff water from the Arctic Circle and Greenland is going right into this current. Now, the only problem with it is that the whole temperature of the ocean is changing due to all this added water, and the current is starting to change pace. And with the more water being added, especially with the whole Greenland ice caps or whatnot, that current will actually stop. Now, I've always wondered why, when you go to Europe or places like that, why the weather is so damn nice there, and they are way more north of latitude than we are in Canada. Canada, good times. And the reason is for this, because of this North Atlantic Current is actually bringing hotter water up from the equator into Europe, and that in turn is having it all the precipitation comes off the ocean in Europe, and having all that extra hot air is just essentially makes the climate warmer. And if you cut out this North Atlantic Current because of all the extra added in water, it's gonna do some major damage. Global warming is good, but as soon as you cut out this, not good, Jesus, global warming is there, but as soon as you have this global warming effect dropping into this North Atlantic Current, it's going to nuke all of the hot air that's going to basically be on the northern plane of the Western world, essentially, along with Europe too, which in turn will actually more or less likely throw most of North America, and I'd hazard a guess of 95% of Europe into another ice age. And let's be honest, that's not a good thing. We don't want saber-toothed tigers and woolly mammoths again. Sorry, I'm entertained by this pen. Sorry, that was completely off topic. I digress. So basically, Al Gore's theory was that he didn't so much talk about this North Atlantic Current thing, but as it is right now, is that, again, with the whole global warming thing, it's got some different stages to it. And if you look back in history, before the Ice Age, there we go, started up way back when, it was actually ridiculously hot. When the dinosaurs were up, they're like, "Ah, dinosaur!" And something similar happened. The asteroid hit, and I'm sorry if you guys are Christians and you don't believe in this shit. Evolution's real, and civilized, that's just kind of what happened. Is that it was hot, and then it got really cold, and it's speeding up because humans are ridiculous and we destroy our environment, despite the fact that we only have one world, and this world we have to keep. And at this current point, we can't move to Mars. They apparently have proved that there is water on Mars and whatnot, but essentially we cannot move to Mars right now. We don't have the technology, we don't have the manpower, it takes too long. It's not going to happen. So we have to take care of our world right now. As you all know about all the green movements and whatnot, to go green, you got to recycle and all that stuff. But honestly, at this current point in the game, We already screwed up. You should be yelling at your parents, saying that, guys, you screwed up. You screwed up our world. No, I'm kidding. Don't actually go yell at your parents. You're probably going to get your ass kicked. But anyway, so what you've learned today: global warming sucks, but we're actually going to turn into global cooling, and we're all going to get our asses frostbitten. Alright, guys, that was Meaningful Monday, episode number 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys could give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, that would be great. Hell, if you could give it a thumbs up at all, that'd be cooler. And if you guys could post in the comments what you want me to talk about on Thoughtful Thursdays, that'd be great. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. Have a good one. Peace!